Yo, fight fans. It's finally happening. March 1st, Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York. Gervonta Tank Davis is stepping back into the ring, and you already know what that means. Somebody's going to sleep. This time, his opponent is Lamont Roach Jr., a guy with nothing to lose, everything to prove, and a career-changing opportunity staring him right in the face. But let's be real. Is this even a fair fight? Because when Tank fights, we're not just talking about boxing skill. We're talking about power, precision, timing. The kind of power that doesn't just knock you down, it erases you from existence for a few minutes. Now, here's the thing. Not everyone is happy about this fight. Some fans wanted Tank versus Haney, Tank versus Shakur, Tank versus Loma. Instead, we got this. A fight where, on paper, Tank is the overwhelming favorite. But boxing ain't fought on paper, and Roach knows that better than anyone. This man has spent his whole career being overlooked, doubted, underestimated. But guess what? He's still here. He's a world champion. And he didn't get here by accident. Let's break this down. What are we really looking at here? Tank is one of the biggest stars in boxing, period. The numbers don't lie. His last fight against Ryan Garcia? 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. That's not normal. That's superstar status. And what did he do in that fight? He showed why he's one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. Garcia was fast, explosive, and came in undefeated. But none of that mattered. Tank took his time, picked his shots, then landed that brutal liver shot that had Garcia kneeling like he was trying to propose. But since then, it's been almost a year. And let's not pretend that time off didn't come with some drama. Tank had some legal issues, some personal setbacks, and some time in the shadows. And now the big question is he still as sharp? That's what everyone wants to know. Because when you've been out of the ring for nearly a year, rust is real. And if there's even a slight dip in his speed, timing, or sharpness, that opens the door for Roach to capitalize. Now, let's talk Lamont Roach Jr. Let's be honest, the casual fans don't know him. But the hardcore fans? They know this guy is no joke. He's got solid fundamentals, a smart fight IQ, and the kind of style that could be frustrating if Tank doesn't take him seriously. He's got slick counterpunching, a disciplined defense, and a high work rate. He's also never been knocked out. And when you have that level of confidence, knowing you can take a punch and keep going, it changes the way you fight. So how does this play out? Let's get into the technical side. Tank isn't just a puncher, he's a calculated finisher. People always talk about his knockout power, but what they don't give him enough credit for: his patience, his shot selection, his ability to control distance. This man doesn't waste punches. He stalks you, makes you react, and then, boom, he capitalizes. Lamont Roach, on the other hand, needs to fight the perfect fight. He can't afford to trade with Tank. He can't afford to get greedy. He has to stick, move, survive, and frustrate. But let's be honest, how long can he keep Tank off him? Because the moment he slows down, that's when Tank closes the show. Now, here's where things get interesting. What do the experts say? Talking to trainers, analysts, and former fighters, most of them agree. Tank is the heavy favorite. They're saying Roach is skilled, but he's facing an uphill battle. One former fighter even put it like this: Tank doesn't just win fights, he takes people's confidence. Roach will go in believing he can win, but once he feels that power, he's going to start second-guessing everything. And basketball sees. And honestly, I agree. Look, I respect Lamont Roach. He's a great fighter, but there's levels to this game. And Tank? He's at the top. He's faster. He's stronger. And most importantly, he's a finisher. The moment he senses weakness, he ends the fight. So let's talk predictions. Here's how I see it playing out. Roach starts strong. He jabs, moves, stays disciplined. Tank, he's patient. He's reading, analyzing, setting up traps. Round 4 or 5, Tank starts landing clean. The power is adding up. Roach is slowing down. By round 6 or 7, it's a wrap. I'm calling it Tank by knockout in round 7, and when it happens, don't say I didn't warn you. Now, here's my final thought. Some fans are still mad this isn't a bigger fight. But listen, every time Tank fights, it's must-watch TV. This isn't just about a W. It's about making a statement. Because if Tank does what he's supposed to do, the hype for a super fight only gets bigger. So now it's your turn. Who you got? Tank by KO? Roach pulling off the upset? Or do we see some crazy controversy? Drop your predictions in the comments, and let's get this debate going. And if you love Real Fight Talk, hit that subscribe button right now. We cover everything UFC, boxing, and all the chaos o Olympic chaos. This is Combat Sports X, and God bless America.